What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 128 of The Road to Glory, here with FC United of Manchester. And can I just kick off things by saying, sorry there wasn't the video yesterday that I did promise. My voice went. It's still really scratchy, but we're going to try and get through this Champions League episode. Not only that, but I was at university. I had a few other videos that I need to edit, and so I just didn't have time to record, and that's one of the things with YouTube, I suppose. I have to prioritise university work, and with me being back at uni, there will be days where videos just can't go up. But for the most part, we are going to be plodding on with this save. So today we have the Champions League first leg against Manchester City. Last episode, if you missed it, we beat Manchester City in the FA Cup semi-final 3-0. So I'm hoping we can carry some of the momentum from that game into today's match. It's certainly going to be a tricky tie, however, we have a fairly strong side at our disposal, so hopefully our players can maintain a level of performance which is good enough to win the game today. In terms of our side, we are at all but full strength, the one exception being the fact that Nazarov is out with an injury, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but other than that, the team is looking very solid indeed. Looking at the bench, we're looking fairly good, all in all. Pretty happy with our bench as well that we have at our disposal. It's looking very strong. So, we'll see how we get on today. Making sure that I've got a wing back on the bench as well, because there have been a few times when I've been caught out by the lack of a wing back. But yeah, we'll see how we get on today. Manchester City is always going to be a tricky tie, but we have got, I guess, a strike trio of Peyrard, Serra, and Jean-Philippe Pereira. Is it Pereira? It should be Pereira. I don't know. So someone commented on one of the other videos about how I muddle up consonants, like on Watanabe, I call him Wanatabe. I don't know why I do it. Someone explain. Maybe I'm just dumb. Anyway, yeah, team looks solid though. That is the main thing here. I mean, looking at our strike partnership, you could see it there. Serra has 34 goals and Peyrard has 28. I believe Serra beat Shane Barney's record for goals in a season last episode, getting his 34th, which is a record that stood for years. So, really impressive feat by him. He has played more games than Shane Barney did in that season, but regardless, it's still a pretty insane achievement. So anyway, we're going to get straight into today's game against Manchester City. It's over 2 legs, so what I'm going to do is we're going to play the first leg, then I'm going to go off and play the game in between, and then we'll come back for the second leg. So we are away in this first leg. Hopefully we can give a really good account of ourselves. Obviously we certainly did that, I guess, last episode against Manchester City at Wembley, but it's tough to kind of maintain that level of performance every game. I mean, in truth, we did score 2 penalties and a free kick, so we did rely on set pieces. That said, we were the better side of the two, so you never know, maybe we can maintain that level of performance here. You can see here Manchester City pushing fairly high up the field. Hopefully we can expose the space behind them, but at the same time there's always that kind of, I guess, nagging doubt that we might lose the ball with our passing around the back, but you never know. Big hoofball up here, Matty wins a great tackle, and you can really see how they're committing men to the attack, so I'm really hoping we can use the space wide of their defensive midfielders with our wing-backs to really get in and maybe exploit the space. I expect to see us get a few runs through on goal. They have got a chance here though, great tackle, second chance falls to them and Nichols buries it. Manchester City take an early lead. We've had 24% of possession, really poor start. That sheer quantity of men they have in the final third really seems to be I guess, causing us some issues, but hopefully we can get ourselves back into this game. And as I say that high pressing game that Manchester City were playing comes back to bite us. There's a change I'm going to make immediately here, and it's one that I should have done after the first goal. I'm going to drop in an anchor man immediately here to try and kind of stop them from closing us down so much. And I'm going to set the passing style to more direct. I don't want us to fiddle with the ball in our own box. That is not what we need. And it's exactly what we did before. So switching slightly more direct. We've got a chance here. Prest whips in the ball. Serra wins the header to make it 2-1. good change. Looks like it's having already a fairly solid impact on us. Just adding that anchor man, I will need to close out that space, and it's going to give our centre-backs that extra option to pass to in this situation here. That man dropping slightly deeper to receive the ball is going to help, and we have another chance here. Direct play, options in the box, ball in, press to get the ball into the box. He does. Payrard. Oh, what a goal, my son. Luke Shaw gets the goal. I could have easily, when I had that problem with the passing around the back, set the wing-backs to be more defensive. But with this tactic, I have to have the anchorman instead. And the reason I have to is because if I was to set the wing-backs to full-backs and defend, or just wing-backs and defend, that is all the width our team has gone. So that was the reasoning for that change, and it's already worked wonders for us. Looking at the stats, Man City have definitely had the better of the first half. But we've got 2 away goals. I mean, if we can maintain this level of performance, come away with a draw, this would be a really solid result for us. Could do with tightening up defensively in this second half. Looking at our team's kind of fitnesses, Luke Shaw's the only player struggling. I don't have an alternative to him in the... Oh, actually, no, I do. I have Diego on the bench, who we might be able to bring on. We'll see how we get on. Obviously, Luke Shaw has already scored, so he's performing fairly highly. And I'm just going to see how and I guess if we can maintain this level of performance. But we're on the back foot here from kickoff. Duarte is back from injury. He was out last game and he's just scored against us. I guess that's why he gets paid like 200 or 300 grand a week with goals like that. 3-2 here. 40 minutes left on the clock. I'm not going to change anything too much too soon. Looks like they've really mixed up their game plan. They've got the ball into the box, and that's another goal for Manchester City to make it 4-2. This is not looking good for us. Got to make a tactical change. And the change we're going to make is we are going to suddenly risk the kind of shape of our team completely. Why not? Why not just risk it all? We're going to switch to a 3-4-3 with a really deep midfield, with most of the players set to support to get up and support. The main aim behind adding that second anchorman is really just to close out the space they seem to be getting and hopefully hit them on the break. I am going to switch to counter as well, actually. That's control jack. Counter. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on here. Payrard, can you thread through Pereira? He can't, but he gets it at the second chance. His pace, he's through. He buries it. 4-3, what a finish. £26 million, and he scored some huge goals for us. So again, change looks like it's already having a really good impact. Just now switching to counter as well. They've got a set piece here. Maybe we can hit them on the break, or maybe we're just going to concede. 5-3, what a goal. Well, you don't see this too much in real life in Champions League semi-finals, but if you wanted goals this episode, you have certainly got them in abundance, and there's already another chance here. We need to defend this. One more goal conceded here. If we go 3 goals behind, I am worried. Payrard, Serra, bury that. Keeper saves it. That could have been huge. 4 away goals, and to get the goal deficit down to 1 could have been massive. Unfortunately for us, not going to happen, and now Manchester City have a set piece that they now score. Wow. 6-3. What can I say? Yeah, it's not looking great for us. We'll see what we can do here late on. I'm going to switch to another forward, and then I'm going to switch the wing backs to defend, and the team defensive line slightly higher up. And we're also going to go on the attack. I've got to go for it now. 3 goals behind. I mean, those away goals are great, but realistically, a 3-0 home win is going to be very, very tough. And so we have to chase the game now. It is looking like we are going to need probably the best performance ever if we want to get anything from this game. Perhaps a really late chance here. If we could score here, it would be huge. A minute left on the clock. Pereira going on a crazy run. Bury that. What a goal. Oh my gosh. If you needed a player to come huge, he's just gone absolutely massive. Wow. That's insane. 6-4, 4 away goals, a 2-goal deficit. Lads, we could still do this, and we're on the attack again. The whistle goes. I didn't think we were going to get anything come from that, but what a first half. I mean, 6 goals conceded isn't great, but to get the away goals that we got is massive. Yeah, wow, what a game is all I can really say there. That was entertainment value. I mean, looking at the stats here, we were the better side, you'd probably say, looking at the kind of the chances that we had and the fact we had more shots on target. In truth, they were very clinical, Manchester. Barresoin, the OP regen, got 2 goals. Couldn't keep a clean sheet again today. But anyway, guys, I will now see you guys for the home tie. We'll see how we get on in it. Should be an exciting one, and I'll talk to you guys in a second. Okay, guys, so we're back, and as you can see here, result in the Premier League between the Champions League ties. We drew 2-2 with QPR, which isn't ideal. I mean, QPR aren't a bad team, they're 7th in the league. A 2-2 draw is a little disappointing. It does continue, our good run in the league. It didn't dawn on me until afterwards, but losing to Manchester City in that semi-final ended like our 60-game winning run, which is a shame. But fortunately for us, despite drawing, Man City also drew, and so did Manchester United, and we did play a rotated squad, so I'm not too worried. But you can see, looking at the league here, with 3 games left, it's going to be a close end to the season. That will be coming next episode. We are on 79 points, Manchester United are on 80, Manchester City are on 78, and we've still got to play Manchester City, and both ourselves and Manchester City have a game in hand on Manchester United, so it really could all boil down, I guess, to that league game. But for now, we've got the Champions League semi-final. Obviously, we lost the first leg 6-4, but the 4 away goals could be big for us. Nazarov is now back for this game, which is a blessing. And it could be a very, very important kind of player to come back for us at such a key, I guess, time in this competition. So anyway, we need to sort out our team here. Going to be mixing things up, I suppose. Where's Payrard? Oh, he's suspended. Oh, well, that's not good. We're missing the main man. What can I say? The main man is missing for today's game. Less than ideal, certainly, but we will have to try and make things work. Our team is very strong, to be honest, just across all areas. I'm going to go with Rosales, Matti and Tanguy Horn at the back. Team, we look good. We do look good. I'm kind of happy with the options I've got as well coming off the bench. There's a few players here who will certainly do a lot. Also, notice that Alexandre Roger is now trained as a right wing back, which is a useful thing to have. He kind of has some of the stats that a right wing back requires. He's only 21, so I can improve his ability going forward, but he's just a bit more kind of resourceful now as opposed to just being kind of a rotation centre back option. So, anyway, I think that is our squad for today's game. There's not too much I can do. We do have a hell of a lot of players here on yellow cards, so I guess I'm hoping that these players aren't going to get booked. Really, it'd be pretty bad if we lost both our wing-backs because they went in too hard and got booked. So I'm actually going to switch both their tacklings to easy for this game. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. Obviously, home advantage today is going to be very useful. Manchester City are a very tough side. They're lining up exactly as they did before, as are we. I'm hoping that at home we can, really give a performance to be proud of. We're going to have to overturn this 2-goal deficit. But fortunately for us, the away goals do play into our hands because it does mean that, really, Manchester City are going to have to get a hell of a lot of goals if we were to win by 2 goals or have a 2-goal kind of lead, I suppose, for Manchester City to get back into it. So, any 2-goal deficit win will probably be good enough. I can't see another 6-4, but at the same time, we are going to need a good performance here. Tanguy Horn just got booked, so he is now out of the final. But we have got a chance here. Sarah Nazarov, back from injury, passes it inside, and Gregory Pereira, I don't know. He scores. What can I say? 1-0. Good start to the game. I would certainly take that going into half-time. It's our only shot on target and it has gone in. But looking at the stats, we've been to the superior side. I'm going to tell the players I expect to see a much better showing in the second half, however. But secretly inside, I'm pretty happy that we've managed to get that goal. Going to switch to work ball in the box. The reason for doing that is we're having a lot of possession, but we're not getting any shots on target. And usually if you're not getting shots on target, it means that... go on. Oh, he saved it. I was going to say, if you're not getting shots on target, going to the work ball into the box can help your players get closer to shoot and score sometimes. It seems to work for me. But anyway, 1-0, we just had a free kick saved and we're back on the attack here. Abaga nods it on Pereira, runs on Serra, Pereira, free kick. I don't know, just go in. Oh, Luke Shaw, what a goal, son. I say young Englishman, but he's not young in this save, he's 32, but that is his second goal across these 2 legs. Wow. Yeah, we now need to not concede, and they've had a cross. Has that gone in? What? That did not go into Bull's Head, commentator. I don't know what I just bared witness to. I need to change these tactics. I need to get the anchormen in. But I don't want to turn off in case something happens now. Go on, Pereira, bury that. What a goal! 3-0. Let's fucking go. Pardon my French. Oh God, what a performance! Great play, right? Let's play a little bit more defensively now. Let's just stick an extra anchor man in. We don't need to commit as many men to the attack. We are 3-0 up. This result is good enough now. We just need to not concede twice. I'm going to make a change here. Nazarov struggling for fitness. We'll bring on Prest. Nazarov has certainly given his shift, considering that that's his first game back for months. And we are looking very good now. I can't quite believe how well we've played this leg. We just need to maintain this level of performance for the next 20 minutes and we'll be in the final. But FM never makes that easy, does it? There's a nagging doubt in your mind, especially when this is the highlight, when it's passing around the back four. There's always this nagging doubt that you're about to concede. Hopefully that isn't the case, as Tango Horn just needs to get rid of it. They've got a chance here. He's won the ball there. What a tackle, Matty. I can see why he was World Player in the World Team of the Year this year. Obviously, I overlooked him, but then I looked at his form internationally. I mean, he had played a handful of games for me, but he certainly wasn't in my first picks. We've got a chance here again. Oh, he's hit the post. No, Matty, he got in the World Team of the Year based off his form for Germany, and I'd kind of been looking at him for the first team, but I hadn't kind of cemented him as a regular. And since making him kind of the first team regular centre-back, he's been huge for us. I can't quite believe the kind of comeback we've made here. That goal is pretty irrelevant unless they can get another with literally no time left. It's going to finish 7-7 on aggregate, which is just mental. But no, very happy with that performance by my team. Definitely what we needed. Wow, the fairy tale could still happen. That was what a comeback. Wow. I can't quite believe that. Yeah, wow, what can I say? I'm kind of lost for words here. In the other final, Arsenal won, so we will take on Arsenal in the final, who we do have a fairly good record over in recent history. Very happy. We're in the final. And you guys have got one hell of a final episode of this series to look forward to. Tomorrow, as I think it will be. It'll be this week, depending on how my throat is. But we have one episode left of this series. It's going to be the kind of, I guess, closure that this save needs. FM14, for me, I get some form of early access as a star fan site. So I probably won't have that much time to play any more seasons after this. The next episode, though, will be a live comm of all the games that are left. That's going to be 3 Premier League games, the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. Looking at the league, you guys have got one hell of a final, few games to come and look and I guess gazump upon when the video goes up. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to seeing that. My plan is episode 128, we will, I guess, bode farewell to this save, and then maybe for episode 30 I'll do some kind of montage of the whole save, just the best bits. I don't know, I need to think about it a little bit more, but regardless, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. It was something pretty special, that comeback. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, and other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. It is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.